As we usually see people cutting uh, the hair and so on. um, Always, everywhere we see this. This is what? It's green grass. Yeah, they call it grass. Well, then this grows and there's need to cut again. Shit, cut, and 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 so on. Oh, fuck! Oh, cut, and and what is this? What the hell is this? Cut. Right. Always the contrast. Uh, After this little joke, um, let's see. This joke represents the system, that is the satanic system. This means the control, the control. Uh, they always try to keep an image, some design, some let's say a garden, something like that, something that symbolizes the system that is in the world control. And of course, control what? Well, this is a serious problem. I'm not going to put in details this matter, but only to pick some things that it's important to understand. I made already videos like the contract, social contracts, but there is something more. You see, in this system, there is always a contract, but but never a real choice, real choice. No, no deal. Always, if there is something like a service company, like electricity, um, internet, television, and so on, that kind of things. Usually, you have some companies that offer the same type of service just to keep you in the illusion of freedom, choice, and see, and that they are companies that are trying to go further and offer more and so on. You see, always the idea of competition, competition. Always, that is the base of the system. That is the animal system. You see, always competitions, things like that. The law of the strongest, the fight for surviving as we more than ever live and so on. So you see, always this idea that they are the same, they are playing with us. You see, and so they make a contract for a service, and we have to be responsible for our share, of course. But they always leave you the idea of they are doing the same, but not really. They are always modifying the rules and so on. So the contract is not the same. But you are usually with the idea, okay, should I move? There is a cost. Should I move? There, maybe I can't find better than this or something like it. And so you are always in their hands. If you move to another company, it's the same. They are the same. Well, and then there are things like, okay, the idea of that people are represented. Well, again, the illusion. They are representing the power that is, well, secret. See, and then we see people with the ideas like, okay, I'm going to live off the grid or something like that. Or simply join with others in a community, choosing to live with the nature and so on. So, you see, usually people don't live of things like computers and so on. So they try to keep connected with the system. uh, then uh, even if people uh, get out of this kind of things, there are others like, okay, as I told you in the other video about property, there's another problem, that is the land cannot be property whatsoever, nor uh, of a state or private. No, no. The land only can be used, and that's why the contracts need to be taken. But what contract? You see, because we need to live in the land, but how? Yeah. Now, I spoke about this, so let's see. There are always some kind of property about the land. So a farmer or a village, whatever. And there is an owner. And even so, there is a duty with the system. That is, there is oh boy, there is a tax, and see, always there is some kind of compromise. And if you think that is so simple, live out of the system, well, think again, because you should know how the system works. They take everything. They are taking our rights that they call rights. People also never ask themselves about that, really. Rights. Well, what, like, for instance, the land as property? Nobody asks themselves about this. Everybody assumes everything the system tells them. And so, imagine people living in a community or something, and one day the agents of the law, you see, the criminals, the mafia agents, that is the truth, came and say, oh, you cannot be here. This is property of the state or a private, or they take everything. You see, they invent, they an example. They use the lockdown to put down the small business in the work. You see, and of course they they didn't they couldn't get what they wanted. So that's no problem. They have already something, a new card in the sleeve. So they have the game, of course. They have their cards in the sleeves, so uh, they are in business always. Well, they started, I guess, already with a new uh, situation that is rising the prices. So they they have the majority of everything. They have the power yet, and so they will put a new value on things, and even the small business will must pay the price they want. You see, so there is another problem. Yeah, that is in economics. This kind of speculation is oh boy. Well, names. Okay, I can't remember right now. But you know, I think what I'm talking about. They raise prices and put everything in misery. It's so simple as that. So now I show you the problem again, and now I'll show you again the solution. So contract. What contract? You see, we are talking about legitimacy. Yeah, legitimacy. Like the land cannot be property. You see, if there is some need or interest, there must be some type of contract, some type of compromise between who takes the lands and justifying, of course, what for, and the social interest, that is politics, that is government, that is the bureaucratic world. You see, it's different. And then if there is a tax, that tax will be well justified, because we are talking about social contract, of course. That means there is no representative. There is only participation of the citizen. So, because the citizen cannot be represented, because what is in stake, you see, is the duty, legitimacy, responsibility. You see, only the participation of each citizen can deal with any situation. with the right way. Everything will be in the right way because everybody will be with your eyes on things and will participate to treat things as it should. So, you see, it's simple as that. Now, and so if someone, of course, there is, and there will be the discrimination, and they will uh, put people prohibit people to buy and sell with digital money, with who doesn't have the vaccine. They won't inject the poison, you know. So who turn back their backs on the system will be facing some difficulties. And even so, we need to leave this well clear because we are leaving the system, so the system cannot anymore ask nothing to us, nor a tax, nor nothing, nothing. We are out, completely out of the system. Only this can put us in safety. And well, at least there's no other way. You see, they are trying everything to keep us in the system. Everything. So, we'll see. There is no other way. We need to identify ourselves, and with the right position. You see, what position? I think you now understand what is in stake. And of course, that is the practical or political mean. That is the social contract. But then there is another reason, not only a matter of choice or something like that. No, there is more. People need to understand that there is a reason for everything. We don't live like animals. We live to eat. We live what for? There's a reason. So people talk about peace and so on, but then I ask, okay, do you know what is peace? Yeah, peace is inside, not outside. Do you understand what this means? So, we are talking about and the other matter. So, I mean, what for? of course, not only to be free from the system, satanic system, but more than that, that is, we need this. This is the human proposal. The reason everything is this. We need to build, again, build the paradise. And social contract is the way to defend it. So, you see, in the other t-shirts, the guy missed the dot here. And I didn't tell this. We can understand many things about what this can signify, but the main thing here, the dot, is the 0 point, the infinite point. See? Now, let's see. This is the other t-shirt. I hope you see. Okay, I don't know. Oh well. Okay, I read for you. I only accept the social contract, and then, as I showed you before, you know. So, I don't know. If I can, I'll make some t-shirts for you. So you can buy, of course. I'm not rich. I'm not, but with the price, will low budget. But for now, I made this only for me. Okay. I hope you like it. Again, until next one for all.